start that. And then, so my name is Kim Ware, and I am an instructor at Bryan. I've been here for about 3 years. And previous and alongside that, I taught in the Maricopa County Community College arena in Arizona, and then was lucky enough to grab this gig on top of it. And I really love teaching at two different institutions because I came from Arizona State University, which is a Research One institution. So that means it's not terribly consumer oriented, and there's a huge focus on research and faculty developing research. And then when you move to community college or to a private institution like Bryan, the focus is really on the students, and the focus is on learning, which is very important to me because particularly in human communication, we've been communicating since we were born, right? And we've had schooling, we've had jobs, a lot of us have had families, we've made moves and transitions. So we've been doing this stuff for a long time. And what interpersonal communication does is it gives you some language to label and name what you have always and ever been doing so that you can understand it better and hopefully become more conscious in your communication and therefore become more competent in your communication styles. So what I have seen largely over the course of my career is this information not only helping the students, but then it sort of bleeds out like a ripple effect to your family and to your professional lives. So it's really great stuff. And just like you, I'm a parent and I am working and I'm continuing to grow too. We're always changing and moving into these different seasons. So I continue to grow right alongside with you. And it's just a lot of fun. And I really, really enjoy it. So maybe we could just go around real quick and just say your name, what program you're in, and your favorite season: winter, spring, summer, and fall. All right, so who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
I'm Melissa Fish. I'm in the Health Information Management program, and my favorite season is spring.
Awesome. Thank you. And what do you love about spring?
Everything just is new and fresh, and I just love to one day you wake up and everything's dead and gloomy, and the next thing you wake up and you're driving and you see all the greenery, the real pretty, everything's just fresh and new.
So true. All right. Who would like to go after that? Thanks, Melissa.
I'll go next.
You look like you're on the beach.
I am on the beach. Mentally, I'm on the beach. My name is Shauna Ward. I go by either Shauna or SC. I live in Texas. I am in the Health Information Management program, and my favorite season is fall.
And you love fall because?
I like to see the change in the season, and I like the cool, crisp air, and it's the start of the holiday season, which means time with family and loved ones, and sitting around bonfires out in the country, looking at the stars.
Thank you. And then Juanita just popped in and said she also loves fall. Health Information Management Technology, and her headphones and mic are not working. Thanks, Juanita. Please, anyone feel free to continue to use the chat feature as needed. Thank you. All right, next.
I can go next.
All right, we got Nicole.
Okay, I'm Nicole Estelle. I'm also in the health management course, and fall is my favorite because I love seeing the all the colors on the trees, and I love that cool weather.
Yeah, awesome. All right, was it Brooklyn who chimed in and said you were gonna go?
No, it's Bethany.
Oh, Bethany. Hi,
Hello. Bethany Carmen, Health Information Management, hanging out with most of my peeps. I know most of you, majority of you, I guess. Glad to see a new Iowa girl. And summer is my favorite season because I am always freaking cold and I can never be warm enough. And I need to move to Arizona where it's hot during the day and cool at night, and that's exactly what I need.
Awesome.
But I live in Iowa, so we, have derechos, which are hurricanes with no water, and we have polar vortex where the high for the day is -30 with the wind chill of -50. And
Earl.
Yeah, it sounds awful. Sorry.
yeah, it is.
Mm.
Okay,
Since my youngest is through school, I'm moving south.
awesome. Okay, who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
This is Erica Davis. I'm in health information management, and summer is my favorite. I hate cold weather, and I love going to the beach and hanging out by the pool and stuff. So yeah.
Awesome.
Hello, my name is Brooklyn. I am in health information management, and my favorite season is all of them except for winter.
Terrific.
Amen.
Uh-huh. Haley.
Yeah. Yeah, my name's Haley Vestal. My favorite, I guess everybody's been saying health information. Technically, I'm in medical billing and coding, but I guess that also includes HIM. So, and my favorite season is fall. 1, my birthday's in it. 2, I like the parts of the year where it's not too cold and not too hot, but I hate spring because I have pollen allergies like no other.
Yes, those allergies can get you. Thanks for sharing. All right,
No
Mr.
problem.
Mr. Martinez, I am not sure how to pronounce your first name, and I don't want to mess it up. Are you with us? How do you say
It's a Hispanic name. The J is like an H, like
Okay.
Jose, but it's Hochi.
Hochi? Great. Thank you for telling us that. I appreciate it. And what is your program and your
I'm
favorite
a,
season?
I'm a full stack web development. And I guess I would be the only one. I guess I'm the only guy here as well.
You can balance us all out, right?
Yeah. Well, I am in New Jersey and I love summer. Summer is my thing. I'm a tropical man. I'm Dominican, so it's all
Okay.
hot over there.
Yes. And thank you. Welcome, Emily. Emily, we're just sharing what our what program we're in and our favorite season and kind of why.
Hello, I'm also in the medical billing and coding program. I kind of jumped in. I heard someone say that they were in that program as well. And my favorite season is fall. I love when the leaves are changing, and I love sweaters. They're just so cozy, and it's not too hot and it's also not too cold. I'm not a fan of winter or summer. I don't like being too hot or too cold. I like being comfortable.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I'm with you on the sweaters. We moved to Colorado from Arizona, and about 3 years before we moved, I sold all my sweaters. So I was like, I'm never going to need these again. And guess what? We moved. So I got to go sweater shopping, which was awesome. Yeah, very fun. And my favorite season is summer. I am a desert rat, and that's why we lived in Arizona for so long. And I said I would never leave unless I was forced to. And well, that happened. So.
You are muted. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm all frazzled, but I'm here, I promise. And later, yes, I am the one who's going to give you a crash course in public speaking. So look forward to that. Anyway, so let me share my screen with you for the people who are visual learners in the room. This is COM 115 course expectations. And the bottom line is really in this course, at all courses at Bryan, there is absolutely no reason why you cannot pass this course with a 100%. You can absolutely 100% get a 100%. So if you don't remember anything else by the end of this presentation, know that you can do this. I'm going to tell you why. So first, let me give you the broad outlook of the course. The first half of the course is focused on building a foundation for the study of interpersonal communication. So as you'll notice, if you've opened up the first assignment, some people have already done this. This is a self-concept worksheet and plan assignment. It is really hard to figure out how to communicate well with other people if you do not have grounding in the way that you communicate, what your identity is, and how that works in styles with people around you. So this is a more personal assignment. You should know when you're filling it out, I don't much care about your personal life. So you can give as much information or as little as you want to. The main point is being able to see that you understand the concepts. So particularly in the third section, when it comes to talking about the communication styles of others and looking at a theory called Schutz's tenets of inclusion, control, and affection, I just really need to see that you understand the concepts. So we're going to start there and look at theory, look at how we view ourselves. We're going to build that foundation until we get to the second half of the course, where we start to apply all the concepts that we're learning to specific circumstances. So we're going to look at how we do conflict. We're going to look at friendships and family and workplace relationships, all with particular concepts tied in. After the first assignment, the rest of the assignments until the very end are geared toward case studies, or you sort of imagining how you would apply the concepts. So that is the outlook for the course. Do you have any questions before I move on? No? Okay, good. So let's talk about assignment expectations. I love it when students ask questions before they submit assignments. I would much rather you be late on an assignment and get your question answered before you submit. And here's why. So if you are working late on Saturday night and the assignment is due on Sunday and you're like, aha, I have no idea what she's looking for. And then you just write something. So then I get your paper and then I'm like, they definitely don't know what they're supposed to be writing. Then I have to take off points. And then you spent extra time writing something you didn't understand. And then I spend extra time explaining the concept that you should have been using and why you didn't understand. And then you have to resubmit to get it right and get mastery. So if you ask me questions before you submit, even if you're late and I get to explain it to you, then that cuts out that middle chunk of time. So you're not wasting time and I'm not wasting time. So how does that set with you, that approach? What do you think about that?
It's good.
You okay? Yeah. So if you're like, I don't like that at all. I just need to, like, if you are a very time-oriented person and you just need to submit, I'm not saying don't submit if you don't understand something. You're welcome to, and I'll write it all. But we're all busy people. So if we can do that, then I think that's going to help all of us out a lot. Plus, I get to teach you then, like voice to voice, or I can write to you ahead of time. And that's what we're here for, is to learn. Write the best that you can. So a lot of this course is writing, and it's short answer questions. Some of us have already taken English and some of us have not. So I am not looking at your ability to skillfully write. When I read your answers, I want to see that you understand the concept. I want to see that you can provide an example of the concept and that you can link the concept with the example. So again, this is like a three-pronged approach that you're going to be able to knock out these short answer assignments. I want you to show me that you understand the concept. So you're going to say the concept is inclusion. Inclusion means feeling like you're a part of something. Then give an example. For example, I feel like I'm a part of breakfast when my family waits for me to get home and we all sit down together. I feel included in this because I know that they care about me and I know that they're waiting for me. So concept, example, and then a sentence to link the concept with the example. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. So if you can learn to write that way, no matter what course you take, you are going to just rock star it out with your short answer questions. Also, just a heads up, if you see more than one question in a short answer, that's a pretty good clue that you need at least 2 paragraphs. 3 questions, you probably need 3 paragraphs. And I do have word requirements for each of the assignments, 2, 3, and 4. And that's to help give you a measure of whether or not you're writing enough. I know from experience, it should take about this many words to answer the question. So like, I'm not just pulling words out of my head, or word count rather. So let's talk about Learn It notes. Now, one thing that is different about general education classes is that Learn It's have a higher set level. So it's probably going to take you another day to complete the Learn It's. One way that you could make that go more quickly for you and also to solidify the information in your brain is to write notes when you are doing Learn It's. In the next day or so, I'm going to post a video that explains one way that you could take notes. There's something very special that happens between your brain and your hand when you're writing. Some people take screenshots of information, some people type notes, but for me, I know that if I can write myself short notes, when I have to go back and do the mastery, like fill in the blank or select the right multiple choice, if I can look down at my notes, then I can get that answer right away and just move on. So it really helps make it go faster. Is anyone already taking notes for Learn It?
Yes.
I have notebooks full of Learn It.
Wonderful. That's so great. Well, it's helpful too, because when you go back later in life or another class, you're like, oh yeah, I already learned this. Wait, where is that? And you've got it right there. Good. So let's talk about late policy. So I have a late policy, but I kind of don't. I'm very flexible. I want you to learn the material. So technically, all assignments in weeks 1 through 3 have to be done by the end of week 4. All assignments due in weeks 4 through 7 have to be done by the Wednesday of week 8. So if you need an extension, let me know. I will give it to you. One thing I want to avoid, however, is if you get swamped and you just don't pick up this course, it's really not appropriate to do all of the assignments in week 7 and 8 for the entire course, because then you're just cramming everything into your short-term memory and you're not actually learning the material. It also doesn't give me time to give you feedback for you to resubmit. So let's, as much as we can, barring any life events, try to get all assignments for weeks 1 through 3 submitted by the end of week 4, and then subsequently by the end of week 8. If you are late on an assignment, you should already be seeing this in your other classes, but you will get a temporary 0 placed in the grade, followed by a friendly reminder to say, please do this as soon as possible, so that it's a placeholder for that assignment. Because your grade shows based on the assignments completed. So like you might notice, if you say you have an A and then you start a Learn It and your grade drops down to a B, it's because now you're keeping points for that Learn It. So that grade isn't going to go all the way back up again until you reach the 25 points max for that Learn It. Does that make sense? So when you see that 0 placed in your assignment, if you haven't turned it in, it gives you a real life look at, okay, here's what my current grade is without that assignment that was due. Okay.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
Awesome. Let's move on. Response time. So I try to respond to text messages and emails within 24 hours. I prefer to take Sundays off as much as possible. Just like you, I have a million different things going on, as evidenced by making you show up here an hour early. So, I need to rest too, and I need to sharpen my axe. And have you heard of that that story about sharpening your axe?
No.
I will share it with you very quickly. So a guy is chopping down trees, and he just keeps chopping down trees and keeps chopping down trees. And he's starting to get really frustrated because the trees aren't falling as fast as he wants them to. So along comes another fellow logger, and he says, "What's the matter?" And he's like, I don't know. Like, it's just not going as fast as it used to go. And it's not working. And the guy says, "Well, let me see your axe. Have you taken time to sharpen your axe?" He's like, "No, I'm way too busy. I got to chop all these trees down. I don't have time to sharpen my axe." He's like, "Trust me, take some time and get that axe nice and sharp, and it's going to really pick up for you again." So he takes a day off. He puts his wax in the little wax sharpener thingy, and he sharpens it. And what do you know? The next day he comes back and everything is just going like clockwork. It's going so fast, and he is right back on his game. So that's what I call taking time to sharpen your axe. We all need rest. And so Sunday works best for me, works best for my family. And I encourage all of you to try to find a pocket in your week to rest and let your mind just sort of go away from all of the things as much as you can and get some rest, because your brain needs rest, your body needs rest. And that's sort of the way that I work it. So by Saturday afternoon, if you text me or you need something, I do have things on my phone. It's unlikely I'm going to hop on my computer on Sunday and work, but if you have a quick question, go ahead and text me and I'll do my best to get back to you. If not, it'll be Monday morning. All right?
Yep.
Good. So moving on, we're just about done. Let's talk about Yellow Dig. Has anyone in your previous module, did you start on Yellow Dig Engage at all?
No.
No, so this is all new for all of you. So we've moved away from Yellow Dig Classic to Yellow Dig Engage, and the point system changed a little bit and the interface changed a bit. It is a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get into it, it is so much more fun and way more user-friendly than Yellow Dig Classic. So with Yellow Dig Engage, you can draw pictures, you can give emojis to other students, you can use emojis yourself, you can upload images. It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more friendly to the eyes too. So because of the change, your points have also changed. So it's the same amount of work, the point values just increased. So you can see from this screenshot here, it's also posted in other places. New posts are 40 words plus, new comments 20 words plus. When you get a comment from someone else, you get 75 points. If you receive a reaction, you get 30 points. Rather than giving badges from an instructor's point of view, which were worth 5 points, there is a scale of now accolades that I can give you that range from 75 to 150 points, which is really nice because it lets you know, like, oh, like that was a great response, or oh, this one really got a lot of accolades and got me a lot of points. I'm going to try to make more posts like that. Your goal each week is to reach 1,000 points. The other thing that is different is that instructors are no longer manually entering your points at weeks 1 through 4 and 5 through 8. Now they're accumulating for you. So because of the way that they accumulate, you will notice your points fluctuating up and down. But have no fear. By the end of the course, you will see all of your points there. So the best advice I can give you is to max out your points every week as soon as possible, and then you don't have to worry about that. You have any questions about Yellow Dig?
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay, good. And also I post a weekly Spark on Monday, so you should aim to answer that. And then usually throughout the week, sometimes I do a Super Saturday where I post something else that's really fun. I try to make Yellow Dig something that is not a reach for you. Oh, we have some drawing. I try to make Yellow Dig something that is not difficult but fun. And for example, in the class that's going on right now, I posted a picture of two ladies in a very serious conversation and said, given their nonverbals, write this conversation. What are they talking about right now? And it's a lot of fun. So here is my contact information. You can text me anytime at that number. You can email me or use Canvas inbox. It's going to just be a great time. Largely, we've had a ton of success with this course. People leave really enjoying it, and it's really fun for me too. So any questions before I let you all go?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
No.
Okay, good. Oh, so going back to that 100%. So can you earn a 100% in this class? Yes, you can. And that is because you can resubmit for mastery. When I grade your work, I'm going to put a strip of feedback in the comments that are like right beside, like where you could comment to me. I'm going to comment there to you too. And you'll see part 1, part 2, part 3, question 1, question 2, question 3, and so on. And I'm going to outline exactly why you may have lost points, and then just keep resubmitting until you get a perfect score. 100% and getting the yellow digs and LearnIt's done, it's within reach. So I'm really excited to work with you guys, and I hope that you are feeling energetic about the process as well. So that's it. Thank you for your time. I'll hang out for a few minutes if there are any questions, and otherwise I'll see you on the screen.
I have a question. We having a class tonight as well, right?
Not with me. It has to be with somebody else. What other class are you taking?
Well, it says 115 in the Canvas.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure because
Let me look.
does anyone have a class for today on their calendar?
I'm not showing anything. Our class is in pink. Is it written in pink?
No, you can change your own color. So it's
Oh, you
not.
can make your own color? Okay.
So it's just saying the week 1 live section evening. That'll be for FSW 115.
Okay, so the FSW, see, we are COM 115. So FSW 115 must be your other class.
So I should have 3 classes, but I'm only showing 2.
Here, let me stop the recording and then I can dig a little deeper with you, okay?